everybody. Welcome to the Midweek Update for May the 30th.
It's crazy. The end of May is here.
End of May.
Like, we're full on summer at this point.
Yeah, it's like June, and then once you get to the 4th of July, bam, summer's gone. It's like it's just gone.
Into the downhill slide of back to school and all the fall things.
Yeah, and you've had a busy week this week.
Yeah, I've had a very busy week. So
you and Eric and Aaron and Alden,
right.
People are in for a little
surprise.
Should we leave it hanging as
I think so. It's a surprise for you on Sunday.
A surprise when you walk in on Sunday morning. There will be a little surprise waiting for you.
That's right.
Technically, it's a
big
surprise. Size-wise, it's big.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it should be pretty nice. It should be a nice surprise.
Hopefully, it's a nice surprise, and even if it's not nice to you, just it's kind of like those Christmas gifts that you get from Great Aunt Edna, and you're like, oh, thank you. Just do that. That'll make every.
And then re-gift it later.
Don't re-gift
this surprise.
You better be careful. Somebody will come in and steal our surprise and see it like hauling down the road.
I'll wish them good luck in that.
Good luck. Yeah, try it. Try it. But yeah, so surprises await, and graduation season is kind of wrapping up. We got just a few more things related to that. So we're ready to start out into summer.
That's right.
Well, we have some summer announcements, so why don't we segue into that?
Sounds good.
Well, the first one's not really a summer announcement, but Pastor's Bible Study is meeting on Tuesdays right now, just through July. So I guess it's kind of summery.
It is summery.
7 o'clock, and we're going to do that through mid-July, July 17th. And I would encourage you to come check out the Bible study. We go one level, I don't even want to say deeper, because it's not like it's harder than the Sunday morning sermon, but we go beyond what we have time to talk about on Sunday. So, whenever you preach a sermon, I take pages and pages and pages and pages of notes, and then we pare it down, and we only preach, part of that. And so we're able to give a lot more historical context and other things at Bible study that we don't have time to give on a Sunday morning.
Right.
So it's just a way to, one, we review what we talked about on Sunday, because that's always helpful. And then we kind of go one level beyond and give some additional information. So I would encourage you, Tuesdays at 7. It's a really friendly group of people. People kind of drop in and out a lot, so you don't have to worry about being new. And it's always a good time of fellowship and study. We're going to be having one service on Sunday, June 16th at 10 a.m. to honor Pastor Mike.
That's right. It's a big day for Pastor Mike.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't even know that this day exists yet.
Well,
so
he should be excited about it.
Yeah, whether we call him ahead of time or he discovers this on the midweek update, I don't know.
If we don't call him and he doesn't know, then that means he doesn't watch the midweek. Maybe
we shouldn't call him then. We're seeing. But on June 16th, 10 a.m., one service. And the service actually isn't to honor Pastor Mike, because we're having the service to honor Jesus.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing. So
that's generally what we try to do.
Yeah, when we come to service, we're worship Jesus and not Pastor Mike. But what we're going to do before that service is not worship him, but honor him, because he is celebrating his 45th anniversary of going into ministry. So that's amazing. 45 years.
It is. I don't want to make Pastor Mike feel old, but I wasn't even around 45 years ago.
No, I wasn't even quite in fetal form yet. Close. Yeah. My parents were kind of, I think, dating at that point.
Okay.
Maybe. Almost getting ready to. Yeah. But, yeah, you were still a ways off.
Yeah. Yeah, but, man, that is awesome that he's been serving and working for the kingdom. Well, I say working, but,
Serving, yeah.
Serving.
Longer than we've been alive.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That is really great. And so, he told me, he said, I don't think he'll care that I'm sharing this. Hopefully he doesn't. Don't tell anybody. But, he said, I need to cut back on my preaching some. And, he's been such an asset to us. We want to give him a chance to deliver a message. And the other cool thing is, you may not know this, but the Salina church that we're partnered with is the church that Pastor Mike retired from. So it was the last church that he served. And so they're going to be joining us that Sunday, which we've not done this yet. So both churches will be worshiping together as Mike preaches just one service. And it'll be just a great way at 9 o'clock for us to thank him for his service. And at 10 o'clock for us to worship alongside him as he leads us in worshiping Christ. And so make sure you mark that on your calendars. And June 16th, 10 a.m.
That's right.
One service.
It's also Father's Day.
It's also Father's Day. Yeah. That's why we're doing a breakfast instead of a lunch.
That's right.
So you can still, all the dads will have time to go home and cook for themselves. More on that in a future midweek, maybe. Fruits of the Spirit, June 9th through July 14th. Those are going to be Sunday evening events, although we are going to be taking a break on the
June
16th.
Yep.
So we're going to have the 9th, take a week off so that you can spend time with dads and other important men in your life. And then we're picked back up and go through the 14th. Dinner is going to be provided at those. It is for everyone in the church. We're going to not just learn about the fruits of the Spirit. I mean, that's an important thing. But I think even one layer, I don't want to say beyond that, but in addition to that, we're going to be learning how to engage in discipleship, how to nurture the next generation, how to nurture those in the generation around us and grow as a church. And so you're going to want to mark that on your calendars, June 9th through the 14th, 5 to 7. And then a couple of other events. We have a pool party. Remind me the date, Brian.
Yeah, we have a pool party coming up. It'll be July 21st at the Wapakoneta pool. So that is, I think, it's tentatively scheduled 6:15 to 8:15.
Now, remember that's July, not June.
Correct.
So July 21st.
And then we have another summer fun activity, June 19th. So it's a Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock. We're going to have a foam party here at the church.
Yeah, and I will say, I watched the kids and the adults at the last couple of film parties, and I think that all of our older members almost enjoyed watching the kids play in the foam as much as the kids enjoyed being in the foam.
I think so too. And I've seen adults get in there, and it's pretty funny.
It's great. We're posting pictures.
Time, yeah.
It's so much fun, and
right.
Really young or old, it's not slippery. You can get in and play. Anybody from 9 months to 99 years old can enjoy the foam party. And again, it's just part of being a church. And
right.
So even if you're thinking, I have no interest in being in foam, well, that's okay. You don't have to get in the foam. Just come and be a part of fellowship.
Right.
We're not doing these to try to, it's not a marketing gimmick or anything like that. It is an opportunity for us to do what Christ told us to do, which is gather together and to let our light shine.
That's right. Yep. It's just a good time to come together and laugh and have fun and fellowship.
Yep. And is that it? I think that's it.
I think that's all the announcements.
All right. That sounds good. Well, let's shoot over to our birthdays.
A couple of birthdays this week. We want to wish happy birthday to Trevor Hayes and Asher Tooman. So happy birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday. Well, that's a shame it's such a short list. This would be like, this is an optimal birthday week.
I know. I was shocked that we didn't have any, I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. But yeah, it's a thin list.
Yeah, if you could pick birthdays, this would be like a prime week.
Yeah, but I feel like if you have a summer birthday or early summer birthday, like when you're a kid, having a birthday during the school year is super cool.
Yeah, but having a birthday in the summer, you never have to go to school on your birthday.
True, you don't. But you don't get to celebrate at school, like take cupcakes and that kind of stuff.
No, but you know what?
What?
It's kind of like, okay, the only thing better than having a boat?
Is having a friend with a boat?
Right. The only thing better than having a birthday where you got to bring in all the stuff is having a friend who brings in all the stuff.
That's true, but then it's not your birthday.
It's not your... Who cares? Because on your birthday, you're swimming and you're inviting friends over. Plus,
true.
There's an additional benefit here. We're just going to ramble on. You can go ahead and just click off if you want to. But if you think about it, like a May, June, July birthday,
right?
You got perfect Christmas spacing. We're like, poor Zoe, her birthday's in November. birthday presents, Christmas presents, drought the rest of the year.
Well, that's how I hit. I'm 2 weeks after Christmas.
Right? I mean, it's like you're like in the cornucopia, and then the rest of the year you're like the Jews wandering through the wilderness. There's nothing for you.
Right.
Except
Father's Day.
Except for some random cookies at school.
Yeah. But man, I like cookies.
We both know. Like, look, Father's Day's only there. We'll talk about this more later, but Father's Day's only on the calendar because everybody wanted to celebrate Mother's Day, and then they went, well, I guess we better honor you too.
So it was like a default thing?
Yeah, I think so. Like, you can tell, just go to Cracker Barrel on Mother's Day.
Okay.
And then head on over at the same time on Father's Day. Like, on Mother's Day, they're like, sorry, it's a 15-hour wait. You know, come back tomorrow.
15 hours for Cracker Barrel? I'm moving on.
Have you been to our Cracker Barrel? You might have to wait that long just for some eggs.
Wow.
But, you know, you go on Father's Day, they're like, oh, just pick your table. Like, it's no big deal. Like, have a seat. It's, I mean, and by the way, it's not a complaint. I think it's a good thing because mothers are the ones who are like, they run the home. Like, right? You don't want them to have to cook on Mother's Day.
Right.
Father's Day, like, you know, moms, they take care of us all. Why wouldn't they? You know, I mean, it's not a bad thing.
I gotcha. I see where you're going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. And I'm just, at this point, just kind of...
Rambling.
I mean, this could be totally... Don't take this as factual information here.
Right.
Like, this is strictly opinion, and it does not necessarily reflect the views of Wapak First Church.
That's right. Or actual wait times at Cracker Barrel.
Or actual wait times at Cracker Barrel. They may have turned it around by now. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
And then the eggs are still cold. I mean, that's the ironic thing. But anyhow, we probably should just end this thing before...
I think we sign off.
Yeah. Well, we hope that you guys have a great week.
Have a great week, everybody.